Chosen ones, what's good? It's your main man Druuill, and I'm back at you with another video. What I'm here to discuss today is this. Don't let your efforts go undermined. Keep after your goals and don't stop making achievements. Okay? Don't let the efforts that you make just slip on past you like they don't mean anything. Every bit of effort that you make counts. People may not acknowledge what you're doing. They may not telling you you're doing a good job, but trust and believe they hear what you're doing. People watch you and people know that it's something that you're working on. They stalk you and they watch you so close, they know when you're making achievements. They know when you're making improvements. They know when, okay, he's gotten that much better. She's gotten that much better. They know when you're leveling up. They know when you level up. They could see it in your spirit. They can see it in your face because they know when you go through hardships. They know when you're struggling, trying to become greater and better. They're like, oh, okay, this person hasn't become what they wanted to be yet. This person hasn't reached it yet. And they know that you have an issue with what you're trying to do. They're like, oh, okay, this person is going through something, trying to be great, because they know that you work on what you're doing every day, and they know that it brings you joy, and they watch you so closely to the point that when you're unhappy or when you're unsatisfied with your life, they can see it. And they know that when you're going through something, okay, they could tell, oh, this person is going through something. They're working on what they're working on, but it may not be working out for them. Don't let your efforts go wasted. Don't let your efforts go undermined. You're going through all these things that the average person doesn't even know about. You're experiencing things that the average person isn't even experiencing. Why? Because you're taking your dream head on. You're working towards your goal. You're making your dream become a reality. It's something that you're not giving up on. It's something that you are doing every single day. And the average person doesn't understand what that does to you. When you work on something every day, when you work towards something every day, when you don't give up, when you put in your effort, when you do something that you tell yourself you're going to do, you have a program for your mind. And when you stick to the program, it does something to you. It awakens something in you that you never even experienced. You become something that you've never been before. Other people see you becoming something that they've never seen before, especially in you. So when you become something that you've never been, when you become something that people have never seen and have never thought they'd ever seen in you, you become a threat, basically, because it's something that people don't know how to take. So if they don't understand it, if the energy is foreign to them when you come around them, they're not going to understand it. They're going to look at you funny. They're going to see you as an enemy because you have something that they don't even understand. They can't grasp. They're not going to acknowledge what you're trying to do because it's confusing to them. Number one. And number two, they're jealous. Number two, they can't take the fact that somebody has something that they could do every day. Somebody has something that they're good at enough to work on every day. Somebody has something that they want to strive towards being great at every day. People can't take that. People don't understand why you keep going. They don't understand what it is that hasn't made you quit, that hasn't made you stop yet. They tried to interrupt you. They tried to stop you. They tried to see if they could make you quit, and you haven't yet. But it's because you are looking at the big picture. You are seeing the end result. Doesn't matter what they see. Doesn't matter how they look at it. They are not going to acknowledge your efforts because you're not driving in a fancy car. They're not going to acknowledge your efforts because you don't have a mansion yet. They're not going to acknowledge what it is you're trying to do because you haven't reached a new level yet. You're still on the same level. You're talking, yes, I can. You're talking all this positive stuff, but you haven't reached a new level yet. It's not for them to realize. It's not for them to see. It's between you and God. It doesn't matter what they see. It doesn't matter how they view you. All that matters is that you're changing in here. Because if you're changing in mind, if you are able to change your mind, the world around you and your reality has to change by law. It's called the law of mind, also the law of attraction. But when you change your mind, your reality has to change, because you're seeing different, you're thinking different, and you're feeling different. So as long as you keep seeing better for yourself, and as long as the work that you're putting in is worthwhile to you, and you see it as a worthwhile effort, you see it as making an achievement, you see it as getting yourself that much closer, it's going to matter to you. It's going to mean something to you. And if it means something to you, it doesn't matter if it means something to anybody else. Don't let other people's view on your goals make your view on your goals be small. Don't let other people, how they view what you're doing with your life, just because they may not see it how you want them to see it. Don't allow that to stop you. There are some people who see that you're going somewhere, but they're going to make it look like they don't see you going anywhere, because they don't see themselves going somewhere. So if they don't see themselves going anywhere, they're not going to be able to look at your life and see you going anywhere, because that would mean that they'd have to admit and acknowledge your presence. That would mean they would have to admit and acknowledge that you are right. That would have to mean they would admit and acknowledge that even though where you're not where they feel you should be, you're headed somewhere. You're going in the right direction. You're going to be able to formulate something. You're going to be able to create something. You're going to be able to orchestrate something. And some people, when you could manifest something out of thin air, when you could turn water into wine, when you could turn stones into bread, not everybody likes that. Not everybody can conceptualize the fact that you took nothing and turned it into something. Not everybody can handle that. They tried, it didn't work for them. Why should it work for you? Who are you to make it work? God chose you to make it work. That's why it's working for you. That's why. That's the only reason why God chose you, for you to be the one to make it work. And that's why it's working for you. And they can't stand it. Some people don't like to see things work in your favor, but they got to take that up with God. It's not your fault. It's like somebody being born to be an athlete, and that person goes to be an athlete, and people don't like that person for being an athlete. You can't hate on that person for being who God created them to be. He made him 6'12", 7 foot. Okay, he made him looking like an Olympian. They got the shoulders, they got the body for it. They about to go play basketball. They going to the NBA, whether you like it or not. That person was built to go to the NBA. They were made to go to the NBA. Guess where they're going, y'all? Balling. That person going to the NBA. Just because I'm 6 foot, just because I'm 6'2", and I'm not 7'5", I can't hate on that person. I can't try to stop that. Oh, well, I don't think you should do that. Playing basketball isn't your calling. Your shot's a little off. They may not put you in the NBA because your shots, your 3-pointers aren't that good. Shaq's 3-pointers weren't that good. His ass still made it. People will try to stop you. People will try to discourage you, because they see you're going to be rich and famous and successful. They want to stop that. They want to be the one to hinder it. They want to be the one to stop you from growing. They want to be the one to put your story to an end. But God said it'll never happen, my friend, because God already preordained it. Your success is etched in stone. Okay? Your success is etched in stone. It doesn't matter who doesn't want to see it. Okay, it doesn't matter who wants to undermine your effort. It doesn't matter who don't want to acknowledge your effort. Okay, it doesn't matter who doesn't see your goals as purposeful. It doesn't matter who wants to stop your achievements. Okay, it doesn't matter. God already made it possible, because he already etched it in stone. When he created you, he said you were the one that was going to do it. He said you were the one that was going to be successful. He said you were the one that was going to be rich. He said you were going to be the first millionaire, first billionaire in your family. It doesn't matter who doesn't like it. You were the one that was put here to be rich. You're the one that is putting in the work, the one that's studying, the one that's attracting all the wealth, the one that's going to have all the new amazing opportunities. It's you. You're the one that's going to have all the experiences, and put everybody else on to be able to do what they love to do. God put you here to do that. And if they don't like you for that, then screw it. Okay, they're going to have to accept it one way or another, that you were put here to do what you were put here to do, and it's nothing that's going to be able to stop that. Okay, it's nothing that's going to be able to make you quit. You got gifts, you got goals, you got dreams, you got ambitions, you got aspirations, and you're going to make them all manifest, every single one of them. Smash that like button, smash that share button, smash that subscribe button. We on our way to success. And if you're on your way to success, make sure you thank God and make sure you keep putting God first, and make sure you see me in the next video. All right, y'all.